Yeah, I gotta watch Top Boy too.
I'm like 3 episodes in. I watched Snowfall.
Yeah, they say they say yeah for the season, but look at what he's doing.
Who that?
Look, I just sent it to you. They talking about he might not play for the rest of the season. But look what this nigga doing.
Before you do it, I know it's who is Zion.
About Dame?
Yeah, Zion.
Oh, yeah.
No.
They playing games. You can play.
You got knocked the fuck out, man.
Yeah, I'm in go mode. Go. Yeah, I'm in go.
What's up, guys? Welcome to a new episode of the OSA Out of Shape Allstars, Season 2, Episode 49. Now, we only got one more episode for Season 2. As you can see today, it's only 4 of us. Lou Will pulled up because 2 of our cast members is doing whatever they're doing. Eddie's handling some business. Drew is MIA. It is what it is. It's getting closer to the end of the season. So we're going to end it properly with the guys that's here, like always, brought to you by Capsule, sponsored by Don's LLC. Johnny in the building.
Get the season 1 finale, Dev. We're gonna wear the button down.
Yeah, next week everybody got to have on they black and white, they find a tire and shit. So Cap, make sure you pull up for the final episode.
You ever see how disappointed Lou will be when he got to start? That's how I feel right now. Like, I'm too old for this shit.
Cap, make sure you on the last episode, season finale, make sure you got your suit and tie ready and shit. But John's here, Kev's here, Lou Will is in the building, Don Decap is here, and of course me, Mama call me Devin, so you can call me Devin. Let's get into the episode with the open run now. We usually kick it off with the bullshit, the other shit before we get into the big 3. So I don't know if you guys know, but do you guys remember Lorenzo White? I know Cap. Remember, used to play for Memphis, center.
Oh yeah, his wife got convicted of his murder.
Right, his wife got convicted of his murder. It was her cousin and shit. Well, the cousin who actually committed the murder was finally sentenced today. Of course, the nigga got life. Now this happened in 2010.
I'm about to say, wasn't that Matt?
I know they call her.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So
what's his name?
Lorenz Wright.
I think it's Lorenz.
It's Lorenz Wright. He was played for Memphis a long time ago. Center, fairly good player. If this story again, 2010 is when it happened. He came up missing. His wife reported him missing and shit, but it came out that she set up his murder to collect insurance money, which she did get, like $1 million worth of insurance money, and but she got indicted in 2017. So she was sentenced to 30 years, but they finally got her cousin who actually committed the murder. They finally sentenced him today, and so he is sentenced to life with no chance of parole. She'll be home at 30, but she's already been serving since 2017. He's been serving as well, but his ass ain't going nowhere. He's in there for life with no chance of parole.
That whole story was crazy. I
watched
videos of that.
He really was the 7th overall pick in the 96
draft.
Yeah, he played 13 seasons.
Yeah, he did. Full career, man. Actually, again, and it was a good
player.
Yeah, fairly good player too. So that whole story was wild. Whole fucking situation is wild. She tried to set it up and made it seem like he was abusive and all this other shit. Tried to plant some seeds.
In the picture of her in court, she's smiling.
Oh, did his twin sons ever make it to the league?
No.
I don't even know. I know he got Lorenzo. I know he got Lorenzo White Jr. But I don't know how old they are. Again, this shit almost 13 years old now. But again, so they finally got that dude. So some closure has finally come to his family. His mother had recently made a statement like it's closure, but it still ain't gonna bring her son back. So wild story. So a wild end to that story.
I suggest y'all whenever y'all have the time free, YouTube and watch one of those true crime videos.
Yeah, they hit on.
It's an interesting story.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it wasn't a 30 for 30.
Word.
Probably in time. They probably.
Yeah, that's
now
crazy.
Now they got convictions. They're probably doing 30 for 30 now.
No, but it's definitely been a bunch of different documentaries about the shit, about the whole case and shit. So at least the family gets some type of closure and shit. So I could say that
I think
much.
they found his remains in like the woods or some shit.
Yeah, like 4 days later and shit, found this shit in the woods. Just crazy situation. But
crazy, man.
So all this, we get the Samba shit out the way. In other news, the NCAA tournament is taking place. We down to the Sweet 16 right now. Cinderella's is kicking ass. Best one right now is St. Peter's right here on the East Coast from Jersey. They out there cooking and shit. So John, so far watching the tournament, what's been some of the highlights for you in this NCAA tournament?
Kentucky losing?
Kentucky, that's hilarious that they lost, but Duke, I think Duke's looking good right now. They trying to make that last hurrah for Coach K.
Right.
A couple of these top teams already got knocked off.
Well, I think it's 3 number ones still left. Gonzaga is still in there. I'm pulling it up right now. Gonzaga's still in there. Arizona and Kansas. Those are only 3 number ones that still left. So all the rest.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your man's lost, Johnny.
Who?
Jabari out, right?
Oh, you talking about Jabari Smith?
Mm-hmm.
Auburn was a 2 seed as well. I think
they got it was a 1 seed.
No.
Yeah.
The 1 seed was the other 1 seed was
Let me pull it up real quick.
Kentucky.
Baylor got knocked out. Auburn was number 2.
Yeah, Auburn was a 2 seed.
Number ones that went down. So you got Gonzaga still in there. Baylor got knocked out.
Arizona's still in.
Arizona's still there. Kansas still there.
This draft about to be ass.
We're saying if things play out how they're gonna play out, you might get that Duke North Carolina rubber match. So that's something to look forward to because they both handled business and they both in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, they were actually meet in the Final Four because Duke is playing Texas Tech this week and North Carolina got UCLA. And then the winner of that, the UCLA, North Carolina will go play Purdue to St. Peter's. And if North Carolina win that game, they will meet Duke in the Final Four.
If Duke do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, Duke beat Texas Tech and beat the winner of Gonzaga versus Arkansas. Although Gonzaga is the favorite right now, that big skinny white boy.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's
I'm not gonna lie, he looks mad weird when he plays.
Yeah, he looks
like he don't even play good.
Because he's mad skinny, that's why.
And when I look at him, I be wondering like how would he transition into the NBA, being as frail as he is? Like it's not even just how frail. It's like
how
frail and lanky, like because it's not like a KD like lanky where it's like he
not
pulling up like
not even like a Karolinko lanky.
Yeah, it's like a slow like just like.
But the one thing I do say is, once he makes the NBA and he starts doing certain trainings, he may bulk up. Maybe not a thing, but over the years he might gain some weight.
Honestly, if he gained another 30 pounds, he's still gonna be mad skinny.
Nah, he gonna be bony as hell. But again, I just want to see how his game transition because he's a post player and he can shoot the 15, but he plays mainly in the post. He get mad rebounds though, like the nigga like offensive and defensive rebounds. He be grabbing and like a double like.
His ceiling gonna be like Miles Turner to me. He ain't gonna be better than no Miles Turner.
Nah, he can shoot better than Miles Turner.
It's just what it translates. He has the skill set to be an effective player, but will it translate? He 7 feet, so you can't teach that. And you got a little jump shot, and he got timing for the defense and block shot.
Right.
His first game, he had like 7 blocks.
Yeah, the nigga be having like 7 blocks, 20 rebounds and shit, like 20-some points. So he be cooking. Like I'm not gonna knock him. He definitely be cooking. I just be wondering, looking at his body and his play style, him being so frail and him playing in the post, how would that transition into like the NBA? Because he's not the traditional player where like big that shooting, like he ain't coming down court and just pulling up for the 3. He goes back down into the post and he's lanky and long. But in the NBA, once you go against them NBA bodies, how would that that game transition? We'll see though, but we'll see how the tournament goes. John, you got Duke taking it all, right?
Yes.
Kev, you got Duke taking it all.
Yeah, same.
I got Duke taking it all. Cap, who you got taking it in this tournament?
I'm going with St. Peter's. Wow.
Also with St. Peter's, interesting fact, the head coach of St. Peter's from New Jersey and he played in the high school McDonald's All-American game with Kobe Bryant, and he was the MVP of that game.
Oh, wow. That's right.
I like his quote. He said, all my players from New York and Jersey. You think we
right? Yeah,
anybody?
Exactly. Yeah, facts.
So he got that. He got that. Got that edge to him.
And then he got that one white boy and shit that's hanging with a bunch of niggas and shit. Like, that white boy think he tough as hell. Like he
remind me of. You ever watched Last Chance U with the basketball players?
No, I watched it with the football.
I watched the football.
That's a good season. The one
I watched the football. I'm about to say that nigga remind me of White Boy Rick. That's what he remind me of and shit. Like, that's who that nigga remind me of and shit. But I like St. Peter's. If Duke don't do it, then I'm right with the underdog.
Duke happens to lose, I will root for the underdog, and it would be dope to see underdog win.
Yo, bracket wise, can St. Peter's meet Duke in the final?
They
Final Four.
In the Final Four, yeah.
Oh, they'd be before the final.
Because
I mean like the showdown.
So they will have to meet in the Final Four because Purdue and St. Peter's play this week. North Carolina and UCLA play this week. So St. Peter's, if they beat Purdue, then they'll go on and play North Carolina and UCLA, and then they meet Duke in that next round, which is the Final Four.
I'm trying to remember a game I seen the ending of that was crazy. I think Arizona versus TCU last round.
Arizona played who last?
They played TCU. That last game was Arizona TCU.
I'll be honest, the only game I watched was the St. Peter's game. And I only watched them because I was like, how did they beat Kentucky?
Hey, shout out to my nigga Juwan Howard in Michigan, man. People counted them out.
Funny, we had that conversation before. Look at what Michigan doing. They moving on up.
Yeah, again, they barely made it in there and shit. They already was counting Juwan Howard out for slapping niggas and shit. And then they beat number 3 Tennessee. And like a good coach, he hugging the players. These niggas crying and shit. He's showing them love, showing them some empathy and shit. Talking to them like a OG supposed to and shit. Shout out to my nigga Juwan Howard. Y'all know where he from?
Not the shop.
Nah, he not from Chicago. He from damn, what's that shit called right next to Iowa? He from Iowa.
Fuck out of here. That nigga from the city.
Y'all should know damn well every time Dad say, yo, you know where he from?
Of course we knew he was from the Shire.
From the Shire. Now, before we get to the big 3, any other sports stories going on? Any boxing, MMA, any shit? Any WWE? Oh, we could talk about Kevin Owens with the surprise of the year.
Yo, the fans are so mad. The fans are so mad. Because, you hear that glass shatter, anybody, especially us, if you still watching, you hear that glass shatter. It's like, oh, shit, Stone Cold about to come out. So they were so hyped. And he dressed up just like him, the 316 t-shirt with the knee brace.
I ain't see this.
He had on the ball head. I posted it on the OSA story.
Yeah, you hear Cat? I think, it's the funny part. I think when he first walked out, I think they still thought it was a possibility it was Stone Cold until they really looked at him.
What was this? This was not WrestleMania.
This was Raw. They building up WrestleMania because they're gonna have they're gonna have an interaction at WrestleMania.
Yeah, Stone Cold definitely gonna come out for WrestleMania now.
Like they say he's gonna be there. It's just been speculation. Is he gonna wrestle a match?
I hope he don't wrestle.
It's like what's it gonna be? But they say it may not be a match, but it's gonna be a little interaction, just more than the stunner they usually do in drinking beer. They're gonna have like a little scrap and probably.
I just sent it to you, Kat.
But when he first walks out, you hear the crowd the crowd go a little more crazy, and then it's like a quick sound like, "What the wait, hold up, that ain't him." That shit was hilarious. They were so mad.
Nah, that shit was funny as hell. One of my homies was actually there and shit. He was telling me how sick he was Like he thought
I'm pretty
Dad
sure,
thought
yeah.
it was Stone Cold and shit.
I feel like that was a dope ass segment because once you playing the bad guy, you gotta make them hate you. And I know everybody in that arena hated him for that because they really probably thought, "Oh shit, Stone Cold coming out."
But why when y'all said Kevin Owens, I was thinking of damn, he's dead too. I was thinking of Owen Hart. When you said Kevin Owens, I was thinking of Owen Hart. I was like, huh?
Nah. But again, he said like from a distance, when you hit a glass and you first see him, you can't tell how fat he is and shit. So you like niggas really
have a black t-shirt and jean shorts.
Right. So
you see the knee braces, the boots,
right.
The shirt. It's like, oh shit.
Yo, he felt like his ears was on fire because niggas went crazy. And then everybody like, yo, hold on. That ain't fucking Stone Cold.
I'm telling you, as soon as he walked out, it was like another pop. The friends went crazy, and then it was like, wait, time out, hold up, what? And then it just got quiet after that. It's like, oh, bull. Like,
you should have known if you bought some Raw tickets, you ain't get no event like special event. Right. You should have known it was not.
Definitely not getting Stone Cold shit. You gotta pay for that shit. Like you gotta really pay for that.
They gotta get their money.
Especially not cable TV. They ain't giving us that shit. Like nigga, you gotta pay for that pay-per-view to get that shit. You get the Monday after, but you ain't getting that.
I don't think we talked about it. Me, Johnny, and Carter watched a pay-per-view like a month ago. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit was actually entertaining.
It was the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. It was the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view.
Nigga Bobby
Lashley. How much you paid for it?
Yeah, it's on Peacock. Peacock bought the WWE network. So like how it was, you just pay for the subscription and you can watch the pay-per-views for free.
Yeah, I watch AEW every now and then and shit.
So you telling me this shit WrestleMania is coming up, right? So I could just get the free subscription for Peacock for the month and watch it?
I doubt that.
I don't know if they gonna implement rules to prevent people just getting it for that, but it's possible.
I doubt they're gonna do that. You better get that shit
I'm saying it's possible, but I don't know if they're gonna try to do like measures to prevent people from trying to.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they plan. I'm pretty sure they plan for motherfuckers who gonna go get a free subscription to try to watch it and be like,
exactly.
When is it?
It's gonna be like as soon as you go in there.
It's actually next week. WrestleMania is next week.
They might give me a 30-day. I'm about to try and do it now.
It's gonna only be available. I'll do it before. So
yeah.
Now they be giving out them week passes, nigga. You don't be giving no 30 days.
Even if you don't get the thing, pay $4.99 for 1 month.
Watch Will Smith. For a month. Watch Fresh Prince.
Oh, I'm banging out Fresh Prince. Did they finish the first season yet? I'm not gonna do that until they finish the first season.
Like the last episode coming up, right, Johnny?
I think they're gonna do 10, but it's been like what 8 episodes already, 7, 8 episodes. We have a whole bunch of episodes, and it's crazy, Kev. You can watch if you don't catch the live showing of the Blacklist. Yeah, it'll be on Peacock because
you got Peacock.
I still get that on NBC app. That's just like
I don't have it. I don't have Peacock.
Yo, they got a show called what I say it's called, Johnny, Buzz Down.
Yeah,
that shit is hilarious.
Oh, I have access to Peacock.
So you be
I ain't telling my. I don't have Peacock.
Have you watched Buzz Down?
No, the only thing I watch is the Bel Air.
Oh man, you gotta watch Buzz Down. That shit is hilarious. Don't watch the shit around Dorian though. Oh, okay. That shit is hilarious though. Nigga be fucking the homeless people.
Nah.
What? Yo, the only other thing I got real quick.
Go ahead,
just so we can say, just in case we make a difference in her life right now. Brittany Griner's still out there, man.
Yo,
they extended her court date to May 19th.
Eddie was here because what I say.
What?
Eddie talking all this shit like, oh yeah, they gonna get. I said, man, they don't give a fuck about her. She about to be over there. They extended
her court date to May 19th.
Bruh.
U.S. Department still can't get over there and get in contact with her. No visual aid or nothing that she's good.
Listen.
And now rumors is coming out they might send her to a labor camp. So she might be in the battlefield picking up bullets or something, bro.
Yo, listen, if it was even fucking Michael Beasley, he would have been home already. They don't give a damn about that WNBA player. It's foul.
I mean,
it's fucked up.
I'm just hoping
horrible timing.
The horrible time. I'm just hoping she's safe, man.
Yo, niggas didn't even know what her first court date was. And they just Russian news media put it out on their own, like, yo, it's May.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. They just give America just little snippets and shit like, all right, here goes something for y'all to chew on for a minute. Then they come back later when it gets to May. Oh yeah, we pushed it back and shit. It's gonna be this.
All I'm envisioning is them like giving her barely what she needs to eat. She's still trying to work out. And they probably give her some fucked up basketball and there's no hoop.
Man,
no hoop
she
on the rim.
Working out. She ain't there trying to stay alive.
Yeah, by working out, keeping her
big ass can't sit in no cell. She too damn big. She can't sleep on no bed.
Got a fucking twin size bed.
No, that's horrible.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yo, free Britney, man.
Definitely free Britney. But speaking of that, Usyk said they gave him permission, Ukraine gave him permission, and he'll be fighting in the summer. He'll be having a rematch with Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, but you seen Lomachenko say he's not doing it. He said he's gonna stay with
he's staying. Yeah, Lomachenko said he's gonna stay.
Usyk said he'll go back to fighting, and Lomachenko said he's gonna stay in the war. That's why Ken Bosos is about to fight Devin Haney now. Because Lomachenko was supposed to get that fight, but he's Ken Bosos said he respect his decision, but he's gonna give Devin Haney the shot to fight him now.
Yeah, because he chose the country over his profession, but
he's honorable.
Yeah, definitely.
Fuck Russia, man. All right, we're gonna move on to the MLB. Nigga, don't care.
Hold on, before we go to the main three.
Go ahead.
You should post that clip of Boosie talking about the transgender.
Oh yeah, I was gonna send that into the chat. That shit was mad funny.
I ain't see that. Oh, okay. So all right, let's talk.
I don't support the platform that he said it on.
I don't support. I don't know what Boosie said. I didn't see.
Nah, that's a.
I ain't see Boosie.
Basically, long story short, he said people gonna grow their kids out to be big as shit, and they're everybody thinking money, so they're gonna tell their kids at 21
to say
go claim that you're a woman and go get that money and go dominate their sport.
He said, "Boy, you know you's a boy."
He was like, yo, you're gonna have people like 7'2", 7'3" dunking like Shaq in the WNBA.
Again, this is the conversation that comes up with this type of situation. Now imagine, and we said it before when we talked about it previously, somebody built like Giannis going into the WNBA. It would be unfair. I think it's an unfair advantage whether you transition in male or female. It's just not fair, and I think they should find a way for them to perform their sports with people like them. But Leah Thomas, we spoke about it before. She's a swimmer at Penn, formerly William Thomas, formerly ranked 462 in the men's, now ranked number 1 in Ivy League swimming. And she basically this past week broke every record, cooked every woman and shit. They were boycotting it. The women who actually swam against her, they took a stance on the podium, like they stood together away from her because
I was gonna say, was that supposed to be something? Because when they were standing there, that was awkward.
That was their protest. Shade. That's giving her shade. Like we don't stand with her. We stand together as collegiate swimmers. So
the one girl wasn't even. They were, you know how they be doing like this. She wasn't even holding this shit. She was just standing there like.
And even after the race, Leah was trying to shake their hands. They were looking at her ass like.
Oh, they ain't shake.
They just she looking going from side to side. She like, good job and shit. They looking at her ass in the water like wiping their face. Like you don't supposed to be here. So again,
and also with that, because we all know if let's say the roles were reversed and there's a female claiming to be a man, she wouldn't be. I don't think she'd get the same. Like, I don't think she'll get that same pass.
That's not true. If she cooking it, it don't matter.
Oh, no, I mean, you're implying she not gonna cook or she might not dominate.
I'm just saying, like, we ain't no cases of women, women like.
So again,
So
what John is saying is, again, when you see women that transition into manhood, we haven't seen them dominate a sport, but all the men who transition into women's sports, mixed martial arts, the wrestler, collegiate wrestler a few years ago, she was cooking motherfuckers.
Yeah, mixed martial arts.
So it's like all the sports where you seen men transition into womanhood, we seen them go from regular Joes or okay athletes to being the top dog in their now division of sports. So if it was women, we might not have. If it was a woman transitioning to manhood, she was cooking, the conversation might not be the same. But
listen, if a woman transitioned to a man and then went into like boxing and was beating the dog shit out of all the men,
I don't think we'd have the same conversation.
We'd be celebrating that shit.
Everybody would be celebrating. I think that's safe to say that everybody would be like, yo, that nigga's nice, right? That nigga's nice, and y'all niggas sorry. Like, so how, again, it goes back to, of course, you want everybody represented. We want everybody to be treated equally, but there are biological differences that we have to take in consideration.
Just start there's a men's, women's, and day category. Start a day category. So if you agree with her and you want to see her in the events, then go against her and let it be men, women, and transgender people in that league. And start their own division.
That was my stance from the jump. I said, give them our own platform for where they could perform. Give them their own platform.
Not them by themselves, because then we secluding them. Just give the athletes the options to say, hey, if y'all want to compete in this one is gender liquid.
Neutral. Yeah,
everybody.
Gender
neutral. I mean, give them a league, but also allow access to others. That way they get their fair competition. Like, not strictly just them.
Men, women, and
whatever you identify as. But that's what I mean. Like, if you give them their own league, but let it be. If
and then
wants to compete in that league, let him compete.
In that section of the league, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna see only men are winning. And then you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna say, "Oh, this shit wasn't fair from the jump." But then you got the proof, that if you have men and women in there, oh well, we did 12 events. Every fucking one was won by a man. It proved the point.
Facts. That's facts, though. That's facts. So, but again, congratulations to Leah. You did do your thing. So, congratulations on that for killing this weekend. And congratulations to the young women who competed against you.
Came in second and third.
Yeah. That's all you can say to that situation. Anything else?
We talked boxing. We talked that.
The MMA fights was whack this week.
What happened this week in MMA?
Oh, talking about MMA, the news that happened today. Did y'all see what happened today?
No, what happened?
Jorge Masvidal and Kobe Covington was at a restaurant, and Masvidal beat him up and knocked his tooth out and got arrested for the shit. Got charged with battery.
Yeah.
He snitched on himself too. I
seen footage of him getting like escorted out the thing, but I didn't know
he went on Twitter and was like
talking shit.
He taunted. He insinuated that it was true, that it really happened.
He was talking crazy, and I popped on his ass.
And then they arrested him after, charged him with battery. They claim he knocked his tooth out, 2 teeth.
Damn, Kobe looking like me right now. For now though, because I'm gonna have my tooth in a minute. So
now you might as well leave it out like Peter Quill. Now shit like this.
My buzz never gonna say, "Nigga, that's your look." Nigga, that's your look.
Yeah, leave that shit out.
But they look. I don't know how true this is, but according to TMZ, it says UFC star Kobe Covington told cops Jorge Masvidal punched him in the face twice and fractured his tooth in an attack outside of a Miami hospital on Monday night. Police documents obtained by TMZ Sports show.
Damn, Kobe snitching.
Yeah.
Damn.
No. Kobe told the cops.
No, that's what I said. Kobe snitched.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Kobe had to have because he got charged. You can't get battery charges.
But
without
why
being-
snitch though? If y'all could just settle it in the ring.
Kobe said Masvidal attacked him.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Masvidal attacked Kobe.
Yeah.
But then Masvidal went on Twitter
and doubled down.
Yeah, he basically snitched
No, but,
on himself.
what I'm trying to he did double down. He snitched on himself, but Kobe already told the cops that he did it.
Right. Duh, because that's what I said. He got charged with battery, so somebody had to press charges on him.
Yeah. Shit, crazy man.
I seen the footage of, I guess, after the scuffle, but I don't know. Like they was able they got in within reach.
They always say Jorge is really like that. Like he's one of them ones that
that shit all the time. What'd you say?
Like he tried to fight what's his name? The British dude. He does the commentating now.
Michael Bisping.
Bisping said, I knew he was real. He said it was me and about 5 of my guys walking down the hallway, and me and Jorge had a little beef already. He said we just happened to be walking down this hallway, and I look up and Jorge was there. He said he did not back down. He put his back to the wall and told us we could do whatever y'all want to do. Right. He said after that I had to tell him like, yo, he got all my respect. He said,
yo, Michael Bisping used to be my nigga though.
Michael Bisping like that too.
Yeah, he is.
For real.
Yeah. That was my nigga back in my UFC days. But all right, we're gonna move on to the big three, MLB. Kev and John, I'll let y'all take it away. It's spring baseball.
Baseball
but first,
back, baby.
Hold on, before you get to it, John, we head-eyed mayor speaking, because again, the COVID rules in New York does affect a lot of sports. In particular, baseball season is upon us. Mayor Adams did state that athletes got to wait. He's waiting to see how everything goes. There's no rush. He's not going to rush the process for the sake of New York sports. As we know, MLB is not allowing non-vaccinated players to play. So far, Yankees, being y'all team, how is it looking for the Yankees without their non-vax players? And how is the spring season looking so far?
I mean, it's definitely going to mess up lineups, but right now we're not really seeing a big impact in it because they still getting their at-bats in spring training because they down in Florida.
Oh, okay.
For most of their games. If not, they're going to other states. They're not playing in New York right now.
Is Aaron Judge vaccinated?
No.
Nah, it's just affected. Like, he's not going to be playing when niggas pull up to the front.
Vaccinated?
Yeah, Stanton's vaccinated.
And they got like 9 home games the beginning in like April or some shit like that.
Yeah, like so it's just not a good look. But overall, like spring training is kind of blah. It's just so everybody's gelling with their new teams and they letting some kids that might get called up during the season get at bats and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna be honest. I ain't going to no Yankee game if Aaron Judge ain't playing.
I mean, I'll be there, but I respect that. At the end of the day, for somebody that's not like a true fan, like you paying to go see certain players play.
Yo, when we went to the Yankee game, they did not score not one run until Aaron Judge hit a single home run. Like, that's it. And that was a highlight. That was a highlight for the game and shit. So I damn sure won't spend no money to go see Aaron Judge not play.
No, I actually go to Yankee game because I like being there. I like being there at a game. I don't watch the shit on TV. But
the environment is cool.
The actual environment is dope. So like, if Aaron Judge ain't there, I'll still go to a Yankees game. No, Cindy.
Is Pete Alonso vaccinated?
I don't think so.
I was gonna say, ain't nobody going to no Mets game.
Well, again,
Alonso lucky he alive though.
Speaking of the Mets, Mets got Scherzer, right?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's Scherzer.
So with the Mets having Scherzer, does that really is the Mets going to be a real contender this year, adding Scherzer to their team?
They should be. I would say they should be. I don't know if they are going to be, but they should be because they have
the Mets are like
2 great 1-2 punch in Scherzer. And DeGrom and Scherzer. That's 2 of the best pitchers in the league.
Yeah. But you saying what, Kev?
No, I was gonna say like the Mets are like the Cowboys almost of the league. Like if they're gonna have a good year, they good up to a certain point and then it's downhill.
They bound to fail. You just wait for the blow up and shit.
Do they still got my guy? What's my guy name that I like?
And then what else happened? Trevor Story got signed.
Yeah, he signed with Boston. Big
How much he signed for, John?
6 year, $140 million.
Damn.
But I think he's gonna not be good on the back end of that. Like
Francisco Lindor. He's still on the Mets, right?
Lindor, yeah.
That's the blind head nigga, right?
Yeah.
The other one, they lost the other one.
He had like 2 home runs in the same game or some shit last season. He was talking shit.
I like Lindor.
Against the Yankees and shit. Lindor's cool though. I fuck with Lindor.
He reminds me of
you
like
talking
Odell.
about that game? Yeah, I was at that game. It was in Shitty Field.
Yeah.
And niggas was going home run for home run. Like Stanton hit a home run. He hit a home run. They were going back and forth.
Nah, that shit was dope.
Yeah, that game was crazy. Yo, what other big signings we had, John?
Now, I saw Carlos Correa is with the Twins now.
Yeah, he's with the Twins.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I don't like his contract because he's a bitch. Like, he obviously didn't want to play for the Yankees. He could have structured the contract the same way. He's getting 3 years, whatever mil, right? But he has an opt-out clause in his contract that he could opt out after each year if he wants to go somewhere else and get signed. And I feel like his manager and him never put that on the table for the Yankees because that would have saved the Yankees money because he obviously signed, like, it's a big deal, but at the end of the day, like, if he walks away from the money for the rest of the contract, he walks away from it. There's no obligation to pay it to him.
Got you. Now,
he just didn't want to play with us.
Right.
Which is, we didn't want him to play with us after the Jeter comments anyway, but we really could use his back.
What does Correa do for the Twins? Is the Twins even a good team? Like, is that?
Twins made some trades. It's just a matter of they're gonna be. The Twins definitely did a trade with the Yankees. Obviously, we sent Gary Sanchez and Jill Ursula, butchering his last name, over there, and they traded Donaldson to the Yankees and another player. Then they signed Correa. Twins have some players in play, but I don't know if they're going to be good or not this year. But with 162 games, you can have a slower start. You pick up, you get hot, ride the wave. You never know. You might be in the playoffs. And they extended, the playoff spot, so there's more teams that will have to the playoffs. So you never know. I'm just not playoff game, but I just don't know.
I just don't respect that fucking contract, yo. That shit is fucked up.
I'm just interested to see how New York sports look in the next month or something. I think again, the Mets got like 6 to 8 games in April at home. Yankees, I think, got 8 games at home. And again, with star players like Aaron Judge not being vaccinated, not being able to play, of course, it's 160 some games, and you start off slow and make your late season push. But Adams and New York ain't looking like they're in a rush to do anything to accommodate New York athletes.
That's 81 games.
Would this be an asterisk season?
Miss. You said what, Cap?
Is this an asterisk season?
No. It's a full. It started late, but they're still gonna get the 162. And also, what I was gonna say, with baseball coming back for the Mets, Jake DeGrom don't got a bat no more. He's a good batter, but now he doesn't have to.
Yeah, universal DH.
Because of your universal DH now.
DH, so maybe he won't get hurt as much, and he'd be more effective. They keep him from batting, and all you gotta do is worry about.
I like that universal DH shit.
John, you're not a fan of the universal DH, right?
I feel like that's what gave it a nice edge. It's like American League, you have the DH. The pitchers don't have to bat. National League pitchers have to bat. So if you was a pitcher in the National League, you had to work on your game. I felt that gave a nice little component to it. And then when you play the home and away games, I felt like it gave an edge to home field advantage. But now to me, what's the advantages of disadvantages for like the so you said the universal DH was on what side? American League. DH was American League.
Okay, American League. So what did the National have? Like,
it was just a pitcher. So if the National League was the home team,
The American League is the only team that had the only side that had the advantage.
No. If there was, because what I'm saying is, if the American League team is home, the National League team gets to use a DH.
Right.
So it's not like it wasn't there. So it's just when the American League team went to a National League team ballpark,
the pitcher had to hit.
National League team was home. Right. They both had to use pitchers. So I feel like, I feel like with the DH position, a lot of teams, that would be usually one of their best hitters or one of their best power hitters. He may be like 37, 38, can't play the field no more. So, he plays DH because he can't play defense. So now I go play a National League team. The pitcher got a bat. I'll have him ready on, in case we need a pinch hitter. I'll have him on deck, but for the most part, you'll play a good portion of that game without that hitter, unless you make him play defense, and the defense might suffer because he's a little too old to be playing defense.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like it created nice little edge.
But I'm saying,
I prefer it to be level playing field like it is.
Yeah,
now.
but that's
I'm
what
on the
I'm
opposite
saying.
side of what John's saying. Like I hated watching American League. I hated watching any of my pitchers trying to hit in the National League, where only for the National League. Like the pitchers are in situations where they're gonna have to. So that's an extra part of their game to work on. But the problem for me was it was just lopsided. Like you're wasting at bats basically when your pitchers are hitting, unless you got a Shohei Ohtani. So for me, I'd have been cool if it leveled out on this side or this side. I'd have been cool either way. University,
right? Exactly. That's why
everybody. Got to work on their game altogether.
Right.
But that
honestly,
back and forth,
as somebody who don't give a fuck about baseball like that, to me this sounds like having somebody else shoot a center free throws. Like, I don't really care. Get better at that shit.
Pretty much. But see, the only thing is it was only advantages to one side. That's why I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, so if the American League got the DH, but the National League, they have an extra relief pitcher, like where it's like one has this thing and one has the other. To me, it seemed like the American League had the DH. Therefore, they had their pitchers always working on their game because they were actively using it all the time versus the National League where your pitcher has to work on their game, but it's not a main focus. Like it's a little part like, yo, you just got to make sure you hit some, but it's not like an important part.
Well, I would say you could also look at it this way. The American League, going against the American League lineup, you're going to have to face a whole bunch of hitters. And obviously, you got to play that DA. Going against the National League lineup, a pitcher would be like, shit, okay, I might get a break. If I get through 1 through 8, that ninth position, I might go against a pitcher that can't hit at all. It's a break. So it's like, I don't got to deal with, that many hitters. I'm going to get this guy out and just focus on keep doing what I'm doing. I thought there's advantages for both sides.
To me, I think it was more of a disadvantage to the AL when they went over, where the NL could come over and sure, maybe they got an extra person that they can just DH. You can get any of your other hitters to just come in and DH.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
So like that to me is more of a level playing field when they were coming to us. Right. But the other way around was like, what the fuck are we watching? Like,
but even though
okay.
You heard, even though it's not required in even though it's not required in the league as a pitcher, shit, work on that bat and you go over there.
Yeah, I feel that, but how much you paying your pitchers to be elite and they pull something in their arm when they swinging? Now they can't pitch for the season?
No, I'm just saying.
Everybody's not Shohei Ohtani. That's why he was a freak. But at the end of the day,
no, he's elite at both positions. There's no one elite.
But I'm saying 90% of your pitchers aren't. And if them niggas get hurt or get hit by a pitch or some shit like that, now you stress. Your rest of your season's fucked up. He was supposed to start in the first game of the playoffs in 2 weeks. Now he can't.
I mean, that's kind of like telling your center, like, yo, you got to work on that 3, bro. Like, I know you play in the post, but game time, we need you to get them 3s in. Like
that shit's kind of fucked. And I like that they got rid of like a batter starting off on second. If we went to overtime,
don't rule that out. That still might be in play. They said that still might be in play. The ghost runner at second.
But the one thing I do like is that there won't be any asterisks on anybody that had a perfect game and a doubleheader that they only was out there for 7 innings.
Yo, I've lost so many times on the show, not knowing about the ghost.
The ghost runner at second base.
Ghost runner at second. I'd be like, what the fuck just happened? Like, I just got this man out, not knowing there's somebody on second that ran home and shit. Yeah, before it's too fucking late. Yeah, that shit is dumb. They
only implemented that 2 years ago, but they did that so
to make the game go faster.
Yeah, and I don't like that shit. Yeah. I get it, but you definitely don't like it if you're on the bad side of it. Like if you're on the wrong side of that shit, you definitely don't like that shit.
Yeah. All right, man. Anything else in baseball that we need to cover?
For the most part, we're good with baseball.
We're good on baseball. Good on baseball. All right, let's move on.
Baseball's dirt cat. That's what you said.
Move on to the NBA. We just had a homecoming for the king himself, LeBron James, was just back in Cleveland. LeBron is seems to be going for the scoring title. It seems like putting up plus 30 every game, triple doubles. He dunked on Kevin Love.
Hold on. He didn't dunk on Kevin Love. He walked up Kevin Love's body.
Well, Kevin Love tried to set the charge, had his knees out, and he just used that extra knee
on him and dunked.
And dunked on him and shit. So LeBron is, regardless of the Lakers not having the best season, LeBron is definitely playing great. Second in all-time scoring right now, only behind Kareem. And it looks like in one or two, probably next season, that LeBron is gonna be our all-time.
It's like 8,000 points. I thought it was a lot.
It's a lot, but I don't. The way they estimated it could take him at least, if not next season, another season or so, he will surpass Kareem's record. But after the game, LeBron was asked, he's playing great. How does he feel or whatever? He said he don't care about the Lakers narrative and how bad they playing. He's having a great time playing basketball right now. So, John, I'm gonna go to you first. Facts or cap? Is LeBron? Well, actually, I go to cap. Facts or cap? Is LeBron having the time of his life in the NBA currently?
Yeah, for sure. Because he don't give a fuck about the Lakers season, so he don't care. I think LeBron already chalked this season up. Like he like, man, hopefully we get kicked out early. I could fucking chill a little bit. I need a playoff break. He don't give a fuck about this Lakers team.
Now they currently in position to play in the play-in. God forbid if they do make it, they'll be in the 8th and they'll meet up against probably Phoenix. Now AD did say previously last season when they lost to the Phoenix, the only reason why they lost was because he wasn't there. Playing. Now he will be back by playoff time. So God forbid if Lakers meet up with the Phoenix Suns.
AD ain't gonna play a full fucking playoff series. I'll bet money on that. Anybody want to take that bet? Over under?
Nah, I ain't taking that.
He's not gonna be there. He's not gonna even play a full fucking playoff series. He gonna somehow get hurt.
But with a God forbid we get a healthy AD, can the Lakers compete with possibly the Phoenix Suns?
LA with the whole healthy roster competing with everybody.
I told Johnny yesterday, this shit looking real good for my team. Barring no injuries. The Warriors is imploding at the perfect time. I don't think the Suns is really, really real. I think they're a good regular season team, but I'm not jacking it yet. And then Utah ain't it. Who else?
Denver.
The Nuggets. The Nuggets ain't it.
Dallas.
Dallas.
Those are the top 6 seeds. 7 and 8 looks like they're gonna be locked in somewhat. But
I told everybody the scariest team to me was the Warriors. But now with Steph being the way he is, Draymond is not 100%. Wiseman ain't coming back. I'm like, that was a team I was scared of. The Grizzlies have a good chance, man.
Yo, how many points, Cap, you said you thought it was between LeBron and Kareem?
I thought it was like 8,000.
No, it's 2,000 points.
This is only 1,400.
Oh, it's only. Oh, no, he gonna get that. Yeah, he gonna get that for sure.
It's like
I
30.
don't know how many points he scored this year. How many points he scored this year so far?
I don't know how many he scored in this one season.
He could for sure.
It's only 1,402 points.
If he averaged 20 points a game, that's 1,600.
Yeah.
So LeBron is gonna do that.
Yeah, that's light. And he still got games to play this season. But what we're talking about, again, Cap feel like Memphis really has a true chance in the West this year.
And they gotta stop being disrespectful, man. Jaren Jackson Jr. Stop talking about Rudy Gobert, and I get he a good defensive player. Jaren Jackson Jr. need to be in that conversation of defensive player of the year, man.
I think because he's a quiet player.
He's second in blocks.
Yeah.
And I want to say they said he's second in blocks. He's first in blocks per game. And I want to say they said second for what is it called? Like when he's guarding the opponent, they have the least amount of points on the average.
Right.
When he's guarding them. And he guards. I mean, Steven Adams is there, but Jaren Jackson is really the defensive anchor on the team, man. Show my man some love.
Jaren Jackson's a good player. But we gonna talk some New York basketball now. As we know, Mayor Adams is not letting up on the COVID restrictions. So Kyrie is still limited. I think he got maybe 3 games that he can play before the season ends. Of course, Kyrie cooks when he's away, but he's yet to play in New York. And also, there's been setbacks with Ben Simmons. But would you rather, John, I'm going to go to you. We're going to do a next would you rather. Would you rather have a healthy Ben Simmons with a part-time Kyrie, or would you rather have a full-time Kyrie and no Ben Simmons?
It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
A full-time Kyrie.
Exactly.
Full-time Kyrie.
Because we know what Kyrie do, for sure.
Kev, what about you?
Kyrie, Uncle Drew's that man, son.
Yeah. I like Ben Simmons, but he's been doing a lot of stuff. It's like, come on. It's like, I can't even defend. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like,
right.
What are you doing? Like, he should be playing. Like, I still understand. They saying he has a back issue. He should be playing. Honestly, not playing in Philly after they threw you under the bus. I wouldn't want to play for people that, as soon as don't, like, that's the first thing will happen. And it's just like they separate ways, obviously. MB was taking shots at him, Doc Rivers taking shots at him. So it's like, all right, I ain't playing.
I don't know if y'all seen like the little clip where they were showing when Kyrie had what he had the other day, 60-something?
60. He had the 60
when he had the 60 points. Did y'all watch the clip where they like showed Kyrie score all the points?
Yeah.
No.
Yo, that shit looked like Kyrie wasn't even playing against NBA. Like he did that shit so easily.
Yeah.
Like, me and John was talking about the dude that he gave like a hezzy by the 3-point line and then drove, and the dude like fell over him and he ducked under him.
Yo, he was literally
get that to Cole Anthony. It was Cole Anthony.
Yeah. Well, Ben Simmons now has a herniated disc that's preventing him from playing.
Where the hell did that come from?
That's the current situation. So I don't know if Ben Simmons just lost his confidence and it's just like.
Listen. Y'all always talk about these y'all guys, AD, Zion, and Ben Simmons. They all one word. What Kobe would tell them, Johnny.
Soft.
They soft. Y'all boys are soft, man.
Oh no, you got to say it like how he said it. Soft like Charmin.
Soft like Charmin, boy.
And again, you brought up Zion. John was just showing me a clip. Zion is out for the remainder of the season.
They said it looks like he won't be back.
Right. It looks like he won't be back this season. Still dealing with his foot injury, but we seeing videos appear on the web of him jumping and dunking through the legs, looking like Myles Garrett out there and shit, big as fuck.
Talking about dunks. I don't know if y'all posted it on OSA. I seen the coldest in-game dunk I have ever seen in my life.
It was posted on OSA. What you sent me, I seen it on OSA.
Oh, they did post it.
Which one?
when the young boy threw.
Bounced it. Yeah.
In the game.
What he do? He threw it off the backboard.
He threw it off the back. He bounced it.
Bounced it off the ground.
Off the backboard. And he dunked it. In the game.
In the middle of the game, though.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If you can't play for a Newburgh team and so you're like, you gonna get a hard foul coming back down that court. Like, they had to be up by like 60 for him to have the confidence to do that in the game or something.
Nigga had so much time. It seemed like the other team might have been watching because he was able to do the whole
at the end when the jersey come.
Yeah. You see everybody coming up court. It was his team and shit. You didn't even see nobody from the other team come up court. It's like,
listen, next time he jumped out of bed where he's supposed to land at.
No, that ass. After that,
about to be embarrassing me like that.
No, after that nigga do that shit to me, I'm definitely right under his ass. Like, come on down. I'm gonna knock you the fuck out there.
I'm gonna be on my Jalen Rose shit.
But we talked about Zion. Of course, me and John is Zion fans. I wish I had trade insurance on my jersey so I could go cop me a LaMelo jersey. But what's the future for Zion, John? What do you think? What's going on with Zion? Is it him not wanting to be in New Orleans? Is New Orleans being too safe? What do you think the situation is?
I think it's a combination of everything. I think it's a combination of everything, but I think at this point, Zion's like, he's young. He's like, fuck it, I just want to play ball.
Right.
But I think they're playing the whole safe route. Or they're playing it very safe. And they're in a position to compete this year. Like, they got a playing spot. Their playing spot looks pretty much locked. So you got Zion and hopefully luck out, play one game.
Man.
Yeah, CJ have been balling over there.
Ingram's been balling, but Ingram's been out for like the past week and a half, 2 weeks. But you get them all healthy on the court, they'll be a tough out. They're young, obviously. You expect them to lose, but they might be a tough out. They're all playing together for somebody. I'm telling you.
When Dev asked us this like 10 episodes, what I say, hell no. I don't care if Zion come back or not. They're not doing nothing.
And even
I'm not saying they're contenders. I'm just saying in the 7-game series,
they're not doing
the 7-game series
against
a healthy Zion plus a CJ plus an Ingram is going to get.
The only team they're going to beat is the Lakers.
Well, again, Zion, they currently have a play-in spot. God forbid if they make it out of the play-in, they will go against one of the 1 or 2. So they probably face Denver or Phoenix.
No, it'll be Phoenix or the Grizzlies.
Oh, Phoenix or Grizzlies. I think they can match with the Grizzlies. I don't see no sweep in the Grizzlies. I don't see that. I'm sorry. I don't see that at all.
I'm not saying the Pelicans will win. I'm just saying they'll give people a tough. It'll be a series.
Who they gonna have guard Ja?
Most likely the young rookie defensive stud they got.
You sounded like Drew for a second, John.
Exactly.
I don't know.
They talking about Herb Jones might be the first rookie since Tim Duncan to make the all defensive team.
Who gonna guard Desmond Bain?
I'm just saying. You said
who guard Desmond Bain?
Desmond Bain ain't that good to me, bro. I don't.
Crazy.
You talking about that? Who guarded Ingram? Who guarded CJ?
Dylan Brooks.
Zion playing. Who guarded Zion?
Steven Adams.
Zion ain't gonna play, but
stop
Zion
don't play. Grizzlies going straight cook them. You know what I'm trying to say? That's straight cook. But if Zion play, it'll be a little competitive. I'll give the nod to the Grizzlies because the Grizzlies had the momentum all season. I'm not going to say a team that just plugged in and play. They
got that big Valanciunas been playing good too.
For the Pelicans.
Jaren Jackson had that boy looking crazy, man.
Jaren Jackson will have to guard Zion if Zion was healthy.
So then Steven Adams gonna have Valanciunas looking like a little baby, man.
And Zion will definitely have Jaren Jackson looking like he's a little baby.
And Ja and you already know he gonna fucking dunk all over Zion, bitch ass.
Nah, I ain't dunking on Zion. Oh, but
he'll try.
Ja, he definitely tried. Ja going up with everybody, but he was saying before LeBron leave, he needs to get LeBron on the poster. So they were asking him like, out of all the players that you play with, who do you need on your resume?
He's not gonna get that because LeBron not gonna let him get that.
And that's what, and LeBron ain't gonna jump with him. That's what I said.
LeBron gonna move out the way.
LeBron ain't.
It will have to be one of those where it's like a chase down and he like turned it into like I threw it on him.
Exactly. He would have to know LeBron is chasing him down and know I gotta switch this shit like windmill.
No, you know
catch LeBron on some shit.
Only way he catching LeBron is if LeBron is inbounding the ball on some like he about to bring it up court and John steal it and dunk on him right away.
Catch him.
LeBron move out the way. LeBron not gonna jump.
But that's what if you don't see who's stealing it from you, you might try to go to get the block. But any other time, if LeBron has the visual that it's Ja coming, he just gonna step out.
That's what I'm saying. Now, knowing how LeBron is, LeBron will know. Oh, I see that hand. That's Ja. I'm moving out.
Anybody that could jump, LeBron ain't gonna jump with them. He gonna catch them. He'll wait and let them go.
He might try
to catch them with the chase down.
That's what I'm saying. His best chance is LeBron trace him down, and then he
but
does
to me, that's not a dunk on.
Changes it. He alters his body to throw it on him. It'll be tough. That's
to
the best chance.
To me, a dunk on is what Jaylen Brown did, where we chest to chest, body to body.
Oh yeah, but that's what John Morant. He wants a chest to chest.
Right, that's what he wants.
I'm just saying, he may never get a chest to chest opportunity, but
I'm gonna be honest too. I love Ja. I know how much I love Ja. You go chest to chest with Brown, and you got Ja body. You might not make it to that rim, boy. That's Brown is a big man.
No. You probably got to do on a chase now. You're probably gonna have to do like that Kobe reverse and
under the rim.
But even those
start like LeBron behind him, but once he makes that turn, LeBron will be in front of him, and he's just gonna have to.
Yeah. But even that really don't even
count to me. Yeah.
It's still gonna look. I'm telling you, y'all see that shit.
It's gonna look crazy on a poster. But
y'all gonna be like, damn, nah. Y'all gonna say he got him.
You know, I'm over here trying to think which of the older guys would jump with you. I can't even think of nobody that would actually try to jump with anybody. Before, you know what I mean? Like Dikembe would jump with everybody. Olajuwon would jump with everybody. I don't think there's a vet that would jump with you.
Theo Ratliff.
Oh, he would.
He would jump with you. He got dunked on by a lot of people, but nowadays you don't see that.
That was a fake name.
Nah,
that was Theo Ratliff.
Yeah. Man, can't watch a ball like that with Theo.
What are we talking about?
But Rudy Gobert try to jump with you. He be trying to block shit.
Rudy Gobert.
His blocks be more so like off the side.
And you see,
but on a straight up shit, he'll dead jump with you. Rudy Gobert would do it. A Giannis would jump with you. Giannis.
Giannis will. Y'all see Rudy and your boy got into it.
Julius Randle.
Yeah, Julius.
I ain't gonna lie. When I first watched it, I'm like, Julius being extra. But then when I watched it again, I was like, I wonder what he said when he hit him on the side. Like I feel like
he pat him on his back. He probably got something on his
He said he tried to son him like, calm down, it's all right, like chill out.
Yeah.
Chill out, son. And then Julius like, what the fuck you say to me? Like,
because Julius did walk away, and then after that tap, he must have said something, turned around and tried to.
Yeah, because Julius was like not aggressive. I was like, he had to say something.
He definitely touched around like, yo, I'll pop on your ass. But also, congratulations to Jamal Crawford. He's finally retiring from basketball. Although I thought he was retired already. But
I think he can still be playing, but he just chose not to. Just play in those pro and in those leagues and do what he do best.
Yeah. If he go to the big three, he gonna be fucking big three.
He gonna be what Joe Johnson was.
Yeah, exactly. So he finally, he's saying he's done with the NBA. He's retired from the NBA. So Jay Crossover played for a bunch of fucking teams. Started off in Chicago.
Seattle's finest.
But one of the best handlers to ever play the game. Who's better? Who got better hands? Him or Kyrie? Okay. Cap answered before. Like I said, John, you got Kyrie over Jay Crossover. Prime handles.
What I'll say is overall handles, I'll give Kyrie. But Crawford got to kill a crossover. You know what I'm trying to say?
You know what the difference is? crossover. I was gonna say crossover, but Jamal's crossover was like the speed of it was like it was mad fast and controlled. Where Kyrie be looking like he's dribbling slow and still be catching people. Like it's weird. It's like
and the thing with Kyrie be moving a lot as he crosses. Crossover, yeah. Like he's straight up. So he bam hit you and then he make his move.
That's what I'm saying. Like Crawford's crossover is thing, but Kyrie got overall. Kyrie can hit you with a crossover.
Yeah.
But then Kyrie could tap into so many other moves. That's what I say. Right. Overall ball handle. Yeah. Again, Kyrie, when it comes to like this crossover, left, right, left, is debatable.
Yeah.
Some
that one cross and then behind the back that Jamal used to do was one of the coldest.
Yeah, I think
running full speed.
I think Jamal Crawford has one of the best setup crossover because he'll set you up, he'll stand there and then and get you and bank you real quick. Where Kyrie is just constantly moving and he's doing all the shit as he moves and he's looking for like he
got the ball on the string. You know they always say that, but he really does.
Kyrie basically dissecting the defense with his handles.
Yeah.
Nah, the way Kyrie dribbles is just like you said, Dev, but it looked like he got that 04 Madden like QB vision. Like he's seeing the move before he make it.
Exactly. Nigga, don't look, head don't go down not once. He
I feel like if you're on the court with him, I feel like his eyes light up like right before he drives. Like he like.
I'm gonna be honest. If we was to ask both of them right now, I think Jamal Crawford would be like, "Nah, Kyrie got
it." Yeah, he'd be like, he different. Like
he got it.
Like I ever seen the what's the name? Like the Sherlock Holmes shits with Robert Downey.
Right, how to slow down and shit.
Yeah, like
what's
shit
his
just
name,
break down and then it happens.
Robert Downey Jr.
No. Crossover, legendary crossover, ball head, Van Exel.
Oh, Nick the Quick.
I thought you were talking about Tim Hardaway Sr.
And Tim Hardaway too.
Tim Hardaway had a nice little shit, but I used to love Nick Van Exel crossover.
Yeah, Nick the Quick.
I feel like Kyrie just took Van Exel shit to a whole nother level. Like
so that's that guy. But congratulations, Jay Crossover. Anything else in NBA? Did I miss anything? Is there anything I need to cover?
Trae Young just busted Nick's ass and then said that Madison Square Garden ain't loud enough for him.
And he dropped Taj Gibson.
In the chat. Yeah, so he dropped Taj Gibson.
He dropped Taj Gibson.
Yeah. One last thing. Sixers sat Embiid as well as Harden when they played against the Heat. He had their 14 playing, and the Sixers beat the Heat by like 20 something. Does this say anything for the Sixers' future going into the playoffs? That with them being being able to sit out.
The Heat played their players, but they didn't take it that seriously because they knew the other players didn't play. I think that was just like a fuck it game, but it will be different in the playoffs.
And don't matter to me. I love basketball, but they gotta do something soon because I don't even consider an East team winning the championship no more. I don't like if it's not Brooklyn. I don't even care.
The Bucks.
I don't care for the Bucks. The Bucks beat the who? The Suns, the Lakers. Come on, man.
I don't see nobody beating the Bucks other than the Nets.
In the East, though, that the Boston team is definitely
Boston is playing.
They're a sleeper.
Man, break that team up, man. Break that team up.
Nah, they're a sleeper. Tatum is stepping it up.
Who name they center, John?
Al Horford.
And that nigga with the
solid.
The braids. The other nigga, the young nigga, what's his name? He got braids.
I don't even know what the fuck
Robert,
you're talking about.
Robert Williams.
Yeah, something like that.
Listen,
I think it's Robert Williams. I could be wrong, but I think it's Robert Williams.
My man said Al Horford. Al Horford played on the Hawks with Jeff Teague. Come on, man.
Al Horford played on the Hawks when you were still able to dunk, do the dunk contest on NBA Live and shit.
Yeah, Robert Williams is 6'9" with a 7'6" wingspan.
He be playing good though. No,
he get rebounds. I always pick him for the over on rebounds.
Cause you know what it is?
Yo, John, you gotta say that shit again. Cause your wingspan is not supposed to be OD longer than like your height.
Yes,
like it is. Some crazy
not OD. Like niggas have longer wingspans than they height. That's normal, but
Kev,
A whole
Google
6 inches
Kev, Google Kawhi Leonard's wingspan.
versus his height.
Google his wingspan.
You just said this dude is 6'9" with a wingspan of 7'6".
You're talking about you're talking about basketball players. Their arms be long as fuck compared to their body.
If you really look at them, they should be their hands be under their knees and they stand up straight.
What's his wingspan? Google Kawhi's wingspan. I want to know that.
Kawhi is what, 6? He's 6'9".
He's about 6'8", 6'9".
Wingspan probably like 7.
I like 6'7", 6'8". I say 6'7", 6'8".
Wingspan 7'1", 7'2" and shit.
KD got a long wingspan.
But you saying it wrong, Johnny.
Wingspan.
It's not 7'6", it's 76. That's why it's sounding crazy to Kev. His wingspan isn't 7'6", it's 76.
Got you. And his height is what?
6'9". Who you talking about? Kawhi?
No, whoever you just said.
Robert Williams?
Nah, that's how you say it. You say 7'6", like in 7. If someone's 7'6", you say it like that. It's not 7'6".
No, it is. Yeah, it's 7'6".
Because normal shit, your wingspan is supposed to match your height.
No, wingspan 7'6". Robert Williams the third.
It has the shit in between the 7 and the 6.
7'6".
But even then, 70. So that's 7 times 12.
And Kawhi's is 7'3". His wingspan is 7'3".
His wingspan is 7'3", but Kawhi is 6'7". Like that's still
long as fuck though.
Yeah, that's long as arms.
Because like your shit on average people is supposed to be your height.
Nah, but Robert Williams' wingspan is 7'6". Giannis shit might be like 8 feet. Because
Giannis wingspan is 7'3".
Maybe because Giannis' arms is brolic too, but his arms just be looking big as hell.
KD's 7'5". LeBron got a 7-foot wingspan. Anthony Davis has a 7'6" wingspan.
Okay, but Johnny, he's always hurt. No, stop bringing that man name up on this podcast.
Oh, naming people with wingspans. He actually has the highest of all the people we named.
But he said it don't matter if the nigga ain't out there.
He don't never play, man. Niggas talking about Owen Hart. He dead, man.
Anything else in the NBA? No? All right. NFL. Now, it's been a big week for the NFL, a lot of movement, but the biggest move is Deshaun Watson heading to Cleveland. Now, Deshaun got all he don't have no criminal case. He got his silver shit he dealing with.
But hold on, how many cases they say he had left?
23 minus 9.
23?
23 minus 9. But where Drew at when we need him to do the math? 23. So he got 13, 14 roughly civil suits, and he gonna more than likely pay those out. And that should be done. But the Browns gave the Texans 3 first-round picks, 2022, 2023, 2024, a 3rd-round pick, and 2 4th-round picks for Deshaun Watson. Who wins this trade?
Oh no, it's a fucked up organization. And
wait, say it again.
So the Browns gave Deshaun 3 first-round picks, a 3rd-round pick, and 2 4th-round picks.
And on top of that, you got to mention that they already read up his contract, right?
Who?
They got the most guaranteed money.
Yeah,
ever.
Most guaranteed money. And then there's still a chance, depending on these silver suits, where the NFL could still suspend him. So
and he didn't play last year.
So who wins the trade? Houston or Cleveland?
I would say in the now, it would seem the team that got the star quarterback if he plays. Well, I'm saying these 2 organizations are doo-doo. So this might be a lose-lose trade. And 5 years from now, we look back like, what the fuck? Like, what
I think it's a win for the Browns, especially if these niggas make it to a divisional round with this nigga.
Listen, I've been saying Baker Mayfield is trash, and they just proved that. You gave up all that while Baker was still under contract with y'all.
Yo, tell me, I think it's a rumor, but I seen some shit that like a team that had interest in Baker Mayfield asked for Baker and a pick from the Browns.
Yeah, he's
like,
dirt.
that's disrespectful, bro.
He's dirt, bro.
He's stuck.
They like, yeah, we'll take Baker but we need y'all to give up a 2nd round pick with him.
And the crazy thing about this Baker situation, it's not a lot of QB jobs left. So, and the Browns ain't letting him go nowhere. So he's pretty much just stuck. The Browns did sign Brissett to back up Deshaun.
Word. They don't want him.
I'm bugging. I'm like, didn't Brissett go to the? I'm thinking Brissett went to the Giants, but
no,
I'm
Jacoby,
thinking
talking about
Tyrod.
So Jacoby,
the better of the two, travel men, the black travel men,
the journeyman of the NFL. But Jacoby Brissett is now backing up Deshaun. So God forbid if Deshaun can't play, Baker ain't even getting a job. It's Jacoby's job.
And Jacoby, all right.
And Jacoby
is all right. He's a good game manager, but he's not as good as Tyrod game manager.
Who could Baker play for? What other team could he possibly play?
He could go to Atlanta.
So Carolina is looking for QB. So Atlanta, still Houston, possibly. Seattle, possibly.
Didn't Atlanta draft the quarterback? What was his
name? Atlanta got Mariota now.
They picked up Marcus Mariota. No, they didn't draft a quarterback. They haven't drafted a quarterback recently. I don't know why. But they drafted Kyle Pitts last year, and the year before that was like a defensive player.
Oh, yeah, they did get Kyle Pitts. Well, I'm tripping.
But my bad. I just got to get to it because I'm happy for it. I think it's obvious upgrade from Carson Wentz. I'm happy for Matt Ryan going to the Colts. I think that's a good look.
That's definitely a good look. And where does the Colts sit in the AFC? The AFC is fucking crazy. Like it seems like all the QBs are going over to that side.
It's hard to say where they sit. They need another receiver. Well, because Ty, I don't know. But they got that Pascal kid. He's nice, and they got Pittman,
right? Yeah.
Ty is washed. I'm sorry. They need another receiver.
Atlanta backup quarterback name is Felipe Franks.
But Colts definitely need another cheap receiver. I think they take one like in the draft, unless they could get like.
Now you see Odell. It was on Twitter talking about praising how good of a job Coach did with landing.
Hold on. Not to cut off Dev. There's no way.
They got Jack Doyle too.
Listen, there's no way.
Jack Doyle always injured though.
But if
Atlanta's not going to get a quarterback. You know how many yards Marcus Mariota threw for last year?
How many?
4 yards for the entire 2021 season. Yeah, 4 yards.
Oh,
Mariota.
That's not a good look.
He was playing like Tatum Hill for
the Raiders.
He was just running.
There's no way they're gonna have him start.
My regional manager was like, "Oh, Falcons don't need a quarterback. They just got Mariota." I said, "Why? Why wouldn't they need another quarterback?" He's like, I'm like, listen, boss, you cool. I like you, but what you saying don't make no sense. They need some competition out there.
I mean, he was playing back up to Derek Carr and the Raiders last season. So he hasn't been a true starter in a while. So maybe this is the resurgence of Mariota.
That should take something out of them players, man. And him, Josh Rosen, who else rode the bench? Like, that should take something out of them, man. Well, teams don't want them and they can't start.
Right.
Let's see what about Trubisky.
Trubisky again, going to Pittsburgh. But how about the Devontae heading to the Raiders? Now,
that's just dumb as hell.
Y'all didn't talk about that on the last pod? I feel like that was a minute ago.
No, it happened after the pod.
Happened that Saturday.
Yeah, so Aaron just did this whole big shit, signed finally, and we thought that the Packers would franchise tag Devontae, but they traded him. So,
but Aaron Rodgers said that
they did that to spite Aaron.
No, Aaron Rodgers said he knew before he signed his contract that Devontae was not coming back.
Well, Devontae said no. Devontae said
that Aaron Rodgers knew.
Aaron Rodgers knew before he signed
the only thing that we know that we don't know officially is Aaron probably has a lot of say now in the front office. But and that's probably the only reason why he came back and said okay to that.
Devontae,
he knows who he's probably gonna get. It's
Devontae, though, said he had no knowledge.
Yeah, but Aaron said he knew. That tells me that the Packers are gonna draft all offensive weapons. Because why the fuck would Aaron Rodgers do that? That's Devontae was like.
But what's the point of that? Like, y'all supposed to be pushing for a championship. You guys are the best QB receiver duel in the fucking NFL.
That's why I'm saying they have to know something. He has to be like, listen, they probably said with our first 3 picks, we're gonna get you 2 wide receivers and a tight end.
But what does that do though? Them niggas ain't Devontae.
They're gonna pick up Julio. Somebody was saying Julio might go to the Colts to reunite.
Listen, I love Julio, but he's not on the same level as Devontae at this point in his career.
No, I would argue that only because Julio's established enough and can run the same routes, same frame, if not bigger, and throwing back shoulders from Aaron.
Listen, if we was talking about Julio 2 years ago, I'd be like, it's possible.
I think you might see if Julio go there.
You're down year and he's getting older, so it's like
if Julio goes there, I'll bet you he's gonna have at least 10 touchdowns on the season.
It ain't like we saw much of Julio last season, and then he's getting up there in age.
He was behind AJ Brown,
and he was injured most of the season.
But he was injured.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Devontae Adams. To me personally, he's the best wide receiver in the NFL.
I don't think nobody really argued that.
And you can't say Julio. I wouldn't even say Julio number 2.
No.
No, he's not.
That's what I'm saying. So how can you say that he's same level? He's not.
I'm telling you, with Aaron Rodgers, bro, what'll put on tape by week 6, we're gonna be like, oh, Aaron's doing all the work, but Julio, like, I'm telling you, that man is a magician, bro. Aaron Rodgers is a magician. He's gonna get that man the ball, and he's
Matt Ryan ain't no scrub, man. And Julio was declining with Matt Ryan.
Nah. So, Matt Ryan's definitely not no scrub.
Now y'all brought back up Matt Ryan. Odell was praising Matt Ryan going to the Colts. Kev, you were just talking about Ty being washed. Should the Colts make a push for Odell and add Odell to the Colts receiver core?
No, the timeline for him coming back doesn't help them. It doesn't. He's probably not going to be back until, like, if they push it, he'll be back week 2. But I don't think he's going to be back no time soon.
I want Odell to go somewhere where he's the second or third guy. I don't want him to be the number 1 guy because this is going to be the Brown situation all over again.
Well, he said Odell's open to a reunion with the Browns. That's with the big move. He's open to a reunion. And they said the Browns was also thinking about bringing Landry and Clowney back. So
yeah, but Johnny, because listen to who we just talked about 10, 15 minutes ago, Deshaun Watson. That's the only reason why he wants to go play there.
That's true. But I say stay away from that because the Browns,
it's not gonna be good.
Texans are shitty organizations. Now the Browns, if Deshaun Watson plays, it's gonna be a good team.
Rank the shittiest: Cleveland, Texans, Jets.
Think those Jacksonville,
Giants.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that.
We have a bad team.
Y'all the only team that haven't addressed a real quarterback situation. Y'all team
our organization isn't bad.
Our organization sucks.
Our team is bad. Organization is not bad. We're talking about my team will be good. Compared to those teams.
How many weeks into training camp do you think Saquon gonna get cut or traded?
He's not getting traded. If he gets traded, he gets traded. It is what it is.
I don't think he's gonna get traded. But if he does, I think it'll be at the end of this season because he's on his 5th-year option.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So why would it matter? It's not good if he's on his 5th year.
Because they're never gonna give him the big money. So they might as well get what they can get out of him. You know what I'm saying? If at the end of the season he had back to MVP season, they still gonna shortchange him when they sign him. And he's gonna take the deal.
Because what I'll say is the new GM and the new coach are going to try to make moves and see if they could for this 1 year. It's like a free trial. We're gonna see what he get. If we can get some,
they're not gonna get whatever they think he's worth if he was like doing like up here, and he's not. So they're not.
Who the best running back in the NFC East?
Best running back in the NFC East. Gibson.
Yeah, Cav. Yeah, Cav. Say it, Johnny.
Is the Eagles count? Is Zeke? I don't know the Eagles running back. Saquon and Gibson will be starting running back for the Commanders.
Yeah.
If you put Gibson and Zeke next to each other, you sure? But nah, bro. Zeke needs to have like another big year. I'm just saying. That's my honest opinion. Now, you know what? Best running back in the NFC East, Matt Breida, bro. Let's go, baby.
I'm not gonna lie, I like that pickup.
What time? Breida on
that? Yeah, he got picked up like 2 days ago.
That's a good pickup.
Nah, he's a solid
backup.
Yeah, he is. Two-way back.
What?
Two-way back.
Yeah. I was gonna say the two things that I like.
What you thought I said? Why you look at me like that?
Because it sounded AO-ish.
I don't know what the fuck what you said. It sounded crazy.
No, that nigga looked at me like I offended him. He said, "What?" Like
I don't know.
What like two-way? What's going two-way?
Nah. I was gonna say like the two wide receiver moves that I really like.
Miles Sanders is the Eagles.
Putting the shit on top. Yeah, Miles Sanders. I don't know, bro. It might be
wild. He's hurt a lot this year.
I like Allen Robinson going to the Rams. I love Robert Woods going to the Titans. I like that shit.
Yeah, him and AJ Brown gonna be good together.
Yeah, I think that duo is gonna be better than well, I don't know. Allen, if he could.
It depends on how Robert Woods recovers and comes back from injury, because he's coming back from
exactly. So I was gonna say right now I would take like the duo of
Coop. But what duo was you about to say?
Huh?
What duo was you about to say?
Out of those two, I would take Cooper Kupp with Allen Robinson over like Robert Woods right now with AJ. But that's only because I don't know how.
Now, what about Devontae and Winthrop?
No, you tripping. Devontae and Waller.
Well, Waller and Winthrop, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And where did Juju go? Where'd that bum go?
He with the Chiefs.
He's gonna be like the fourth guy.
But that's actually a good spot for him, though. Like, that's great for him.
You got Tyreek, McCole,
Arden. Oh yeah, you said McCole.
Yeah, we ain't go. There's nothing. Expectations are low for Juju.
He gonna get that football though,
and he definitely gonna get that ball.
He gonna get the touchdowns,
and he gonna be dancing his ass off.
Cause you gotta watch Tyreek, then you gotta watch Kelsey. Oh my God, it's gonna be lit for Juju.
Yeah, he's gonna bounce back.
Yeah, this might be a bounce back year. But y'all was talking about the NFC East. Y'all talked about the running backs. But how about Dallas? Dallas seems to be imploding.
Stagnant.
Like
they stagnant like a motherfucker.
As we speak, they let everybody go. They actually let their O-lineman go, their best O-lineman go to the Bengals. Yeah, go to the Bengals.
I'm tight. I wanted him.
He told Joe that he ain't get hit this year. He like, yo, this year I'm not letting people put hands on you. Protected this year. So last year he only allowed 2 sacks out of like 600 snaps. So
wasn't he suspended for like half a year for PEDs?
That's possible. I don't know.
You'd have to Google that shit.
Definitely possible. I don't know.
I remember him being suspended.
But they pretty much let their team go. Dallas fire sale look like over there.
Look at something I'm missing. Hold
on. Who else? Allen Robinson. You said the Rams.
Dallas. They traded Cooper to the Browns.
Yeah, right. That happened this week. I thought that happened last week.
My nigga,
that happened, bro. We're just talking about the Cowboys, the Cowgirl rules.
Mr. W himself is signed back with the Saints for a 2-year deal. James got his 2 years. Who else? What's going on? Tyrann Mathieu is still not signed.
The rumor is he's coming to the Commanders.
I heard the Cowboys.
They already said that that's dead. I don't know why it ended so quickly, but they said that's dead. And Bobby Wagner, that they was saying he was gonna go to the Cowgirls, and they said that's dead now too.
Well, it's been said that Russ been trying to recruit him to come to Denver.
He probably gonna go over there.
Like I said, that the one podcast, I want Bobby Wagner. I want oh man, what's his name? KJ Wright that played with Bobby.
Right.
I want them to play middle linebackers for me, and then I want Tyron to come play the back end. That should have helped my defense so good, man. Then we got the young boys up front.
Yeah, it's been a lot of movement around, but again, like all the QB vacancies, the people that really need a QB, do Jimmy G actually leave the Niners and go to one of these?
That's what I missed. Leonard Fournette re-signed.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's facts.
I was like,
most likely, I think they're gonna hold on to Jimmy G one more year. As was looking like, they're probably gonna wait till the draft to trade him.
What the fuck? Yo, the Chiefs gave Chad Henne another contract.
Chad Henne still play?
Yeah, he's on the Chiefs.
Backup quarterback.
Oh, damn.
They must like what you be saying, you know. He's one of those that comes in there, does his job. I'm pretty sure Mike Glennon might get another backup job somewhere.
Jameis got another contract with the Saints.
Yeah,
that's
2 years.
That's the only other two that I missed.
Also, good shit for the Vikings signing Zadarius.
Oh yeah, I'm about to send that in the OSA chat. I seen that.
I think that nigga's washed.
Nah.
He might fit right in perfectly with the Vikings, but you know who their QB is, so I don't expect anything from them.
I didn't even know Gerald Everett left the Seahawks to go to the Chargers. That's a good pickup at tight end. Y'all lost Lorenzo Carter.
Who did the Chargers? Oh, they got rid of Hunter Henry. He's on.
And Chargers
been on the Patriots. He's on the Patriots.
Yeah, he's on the Pats last year.
Chargers just got somebody too.
They got Khalil Mack.
Not Khalil. Somebody after that. Damn, let me pull it up. I saw it today.
Yeah, Chargers.
African name. African nigga. Also, they try to get Stephon Gilmore. Chargers. Damn.
Colt McCoy got another contract. What the fuck? Y'all just giving backup quarterbacks jobs.
I can't even find it. It's a defensive lineman from the Raiders. Damn, what's his name? African nigga.
Is it Oakby? He was they kept showing him on Hard Knocks. OD.
Oh yeah, yo, Bengals fucked up. They re-signed Eli Apple. Bugging the fuck out.
Eli had a good playoff series until the Super Bowl.
Yeah, supposed to.
What was you talking about?
He dead as did though. He had a good playoffs until the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I remember sitting next to John. I said, yo, did you see that shit? It was a draft night. And I'm like, yo, the 3 clips out of his highlights for us drafting him when the Giants took him, 2 out of the 3 was pass interference. John, you remember me saying that shit?
I remember when you told me that.
2 out of the 3 tapes on what they felt. Bro, he's getting drafted. He was what, in the top 10 draft pick? 2 out of his 3 highlight films, so him being drafted for the world to see was PI, bro. That shit's bad.
Daniel got another contract. Yo, what is up with these backup quarterbacks?
Backup quarterbacks getting bad.
Go there, do their job. They say
I ain't gonna lie. When I was watching them Colin Kaepernick videos, I'm like, this ain't it. But he might really could get a job, son.
Word. Them out routes was crisp, bro.
Compared to what's out here, he definitely can get.
If he can still move, I know it's been like 5 years. If he got the feet, he'll be a upside.
Yeah, maybe he can still move. I think he definitely still got a cannon, but them out routes in that video.
What Taysom Hill does.
Yo, the Packers lost St. Brown too. I didn't know that. They don't got no fucking wide receivers. Who they going to Lazarus? How do we say his name?
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand that.
The Packers need receivers,
especially if they.
Don't they still got? Oh, they still got old man Cobb. They need help.
That's what I'm saying. The Packers, they're supposed to be one of those years. Like, yo, y'all supposed to be in the Super Bowl.
Yo,
y'all get rid of.
I ain't know that either. I ain't know. OJ Howard went to what was it? OJ Howard just got traded or signed to
I don't remember where he went, but I know he went somewhere.
Yeah, he went somewhere recently. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Aaron Rodgers already knows who he's getting, and they're already working out somewhere together. I don't know who it is.
OJ Howard went to the Bills.
The Bills. That's a great pickup.
Now, with everything we just said, before we move from the NFL, give me y'all top NFC and AFC team. Just with everything that's going on paper, how's with all the moves, who's your top AFC, who's your top NFC at this particular moment? John, who you got?
I'm gonna be fair and keep the defending champions.
We doing 5-1.
No, I think
I just your top one.
Pick one from each conference. So to be right, no, Rams are the defending champions. So till they are dethroned, they are the number one. Going into the next season, they are the number one in the NFC. Obviously, Tom Brady coming back and other stuff changes things, but for now, they are the champions, so you gotta give them that respect. So they are.
Did Gronk sign?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. The only thing I was interested in, Gronk signed OJ Howard, so I'm pretty sure they'll be working on that Gronk deal soon. But Rams number one, then AFC gets tough. A lot of moves. I would go with the Bengals because they went to the Super Bowl, but I feel like there's a few teams better than them at this moment. I like Deshaun Watson. I know what talent he is, and he got 2 elite running backs with him, so that's gonna be a dangerous team. I think one of the best teams is gonna probably be one of the AFC West teams.
Best division in the NFL, I think, right now.
Yeah, all good teams, but I'm gonna just go with the proven team for now, and I'm gonna just go with the Chiefs.
I know you. He did all that just to dick suck.
All that so he could go back to what I knew he was gonna say. Kev, give me
to break it down.
Kev, give me your NFC, AFC number one.
NFC. I don't want to go Rams, so I'm gonna just go with my initial thought because I don't give a fuck. Honestly, the Bucks.
I was gonna say Bucks. I was looking at.
No, I was gonna say that, but I just felt like they're the defending champions, so you gotta get dethroned. Give them.
And then the team that I really want, there's 2 teams I really want to cross. I want them to cross the threshold, and I think they both got better, but one of them controversially right now has a better defense. I'm gonna say the Chargers.
I'm glad you didn't pick my pick. I'm glad you said.
But I was gonna say Buffalo.
You was a hoe. You was a fucking hoe.
Yeah, that was what it came down to in my head. Buffalo and the Chargers. But I Chargers.
I think Buffalo is gonna take that step. And then I think they just get to?
They got Von Miller.
You talking about Buffalo, Baltimore. Yeah. Buffalo, Baltimore.
No, Buffalo.
They got Von Miller.
You got Von Miller on a defense that was already crazy.
The best defense in the NFL.
Yeah. And then Josh Allen is him. So that was my team. And then NFC, I don't give a fuck. I'm only picking one team from the NFC. I already know that.
We are Commanders. Oh,
Ron Rivera is the difference maker. Listen, I try to tell Johnny this. That shit said a lot when J.D. McKissick was about to sign with it was Buffalo, wasn't it? No.
It was Buffalo. I think it was Buffalo.
He was going to sign to Buffalo and then went back and changed his mind and went back to the Commanders. Listen, same exact contract. There was no difference. Ron Rivera is making a difference, man. We gotta get the rapists out, but we'll be out after that happens.
Rapists out of the front office?
Yeah. You know who we talking about? Bruce out there doing some wild ball.
Hey, them emails, man. You gotta leak those emails. NFL protecting those emails.
But I'm gonna follow suit with John until the Rams are dethroned. I'm gonna go with them, and I don't want no problems with Just either, man. Because Just see this episode, and then he gonna call me and shit, And I get tired of hearing Just, man. He be in my ear too much. He be bullying me and shit.
Nah,
so
I like me.
I'm gonna go with the Rams and the AFC. Following Cap, the Bills. Although I think the West is the best division in football right now. Like AFC West is the best division.
That's funny how it went from the NFC West being the best. Now it's the AFC.
Well, those still two of the best divisions to me.
Who should go to Buffalo? Odell should go to Buffalo.
That nigga's ACL ain't never gonna heal out there.
Listen, Odell should go to Buffalo.
I can see Jarvis going there.
Oh,
no, that's
Jarvis,
why they already got.
I'm like, yo, that nigga's on the market.
In the slot. The Beasley still there, isn't he?
Nah, I think they let Beasley go.
Jarvis can do. Jarvis can do everything.
Jarvis go to Indy.
I don't like Jarvis on the outside, to be honest with you.
Even Jarvis and Indy would be dope.
Jarvis is not ideal for the outside, but Jarvis got good, like really good footwork, bro. And every ball with him is he can catch.
I guess the Bills signed Jamison Crowder.
Ooh, no, he was on there last year.
No, he's on the Jets. Jamison Crowder's on the Jets.
Why I'm tripping?
Yeah, he was.
Oh no, that's
you're right. Yeah, that's a good pickup, Jamison Crowder. And then Dawson Knox.
Wait,
he went crazy. That
Crowder went where?
Jamison Crowder went to the Bills.
One Knox already on the Bills?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dawson Knox,
you said, okay,
Jamison
I got
Crowder.
Gotcha.
You bring Odell in, he could be like the third option.
They ain't got no bigs at receivers, but all right.
Stephon Diggs catch the ball over anybody.
Yeah, but he ain't no big.
Bills honestly need a true running back. Devin Singletary, them don't be really doing shit over there.
Oh, the Bills signed Crowder and Duke Johnson today.
Oh yeah, they did sign Duke Johnson.
Duke Johnson, he a journeyman at this point.
I guess they want that power. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they need a real running back. That's one thing they don't have. But anything else in NFL before we move on to Johnny's segment? Because Johnny is doing our second segment for today. So anything else in the open run? Can we move on?
I can't think of nothing.
All right, moving on from the open run now. The last couple of episodes, since Eddie challenged me, one of his episodes that he didn't come prepared for, I have to segue it always that way because Eddie was talking shit, but didn't come prepared. Drew last week had marquee misses. He brought that back. Johnny this week is coming with something new, something creative, straight off the dome for John. So John, what is our second segment? What's the name of the second segment, John?
It's called Foul or Not. You can say it's a play on a bag or the trash it, but it's basically saying, is it foul or not? But you could put in parentheses, we had this conversation where, you just listen to sports lingo and it's like when they're talking sports and you really listen, it's like,
okay.
Woo! Pause.
Gotcha.
I got us. Y'all choose foul or not. I got us, four things that was said, and one is the saying that's used when someone gets hit. So I don't know who wants to go first. Do I pick one? Debbie wants to go.
We'll all say foul or not.
No, I'm saying it's for everybody. So it's not like a game. It's just like, is it foul or not?
So give me the quote, John, and I'll kick it off.
Quote number one was after a playoff. It was at halftime at a playoff game. But it was, when they do ball players talk, this player said, all series long, we've been penetrating their bigs, getting deep, sucking the D. We got spot-up shooters, and we got three of the more prolific three-point shooters out there. Foul or not?
Say who said it, because I feel like that makes a difference.
Jason Terry said it.
Okay.
Jason Terry. Okay, so it's definitely foul. Jason Terry, old sweet ass AO, big ball head, milk dud looking ass. It's definitely AO. Talking about penetrating the nigga. Come on, man. With the D, long D.
You're penetrating the bigs, getting deep, sucking the D.
Sucking. What the sucking part got to do with anything?
He said sucking in the D.
Oh, sucking in the D or sucking the D? That's
sucking in the D. Sucking in the
that
D.
shit. That shit still.
In the D.
Yeah, you could better choice of words, bro. Hey yo, that shit, man.
It's just not.
That's mad.
With all the combinations of words, there was no saving it. But I gave the full quote. That way you get the full context.
Okay, so hey yo, that's my response. That's my answer. Hey yo, go ahead, Cap.
I'm gonna say it's not a yo, man.
You don't believe that, Cap? What you got?
Hey yo.
All right,
bro.
Statement number 2 was said post game, and he gave the disclaimer. He said, "No homer, no homo. He's longer than you expect. Foul or not?"
Who said it? Who said it?
Jokic. He dead said it.
Oh yeah. I do remember.
He was talking about KD, right?
I don't know who he was talking about in the clip, but he said no homo. He's longer than you expect.
KD's a lanky ass nigga, man.
They did recently play the Nets. So I'm not sure.
It's old.
Yeah, this is old.
Okay.
Back. Not recent, it's a few years back.
Okay, gotcha. So
because you don't remember he got in trouble for saying no homo.
Yeah, he got fined.
I remember. Yeah, he did get fined for saying that. But no homo, that was very hey yo. So yes, he's very long. He's longer than you think. Last time I heard that was this girl. She tried to play me in 8th grade and shit, and we was at a school dance.
DQ, be quiet.
Yo, right. And one time at band camp, that's an AO moment. All right, go ahead, one of y'all.
It's not AO just because they talking about basketball players. They all long. No homo.
But I feel like he disclaimed it, so it's not as bad. When you disclaim it, it's not as bad.
Nah, he said they all
long. You just know it sounds a little suspect, but you put out the disclaimer like, I know it sounds a little sus, but you know.
John, what you should do, John, you should just start doing the press conference videos, like homemade with these quotes. And don't tell people where you got it from. Just say these quotes. Just say these quotes.
That'd be good content.
See people respond.
So you could probably get a whole bunch of yo.
Right.
But I done heard y'all say worse in this fucking podcast.
No. Especially Eddie. No, Eddie do. Eddie be.
Oh. Wow. Shit, we had people doing the Buster Challenge on this pod.
That's ridiculous.
Listen, yo, they gotta be in our 2K fucking chat.
Oh, yeah, that one gets bad too.
All right, Kev. This a
I'm
moment?
gonna say nah because he gave us the disclaimer. He was like, "Yo, no homo."
Oh, okay. So got it. Long you say no homo, everything you say after that is valid.
Who the fuck was in Denver playing with him to teach him no homo?
Yeah, that's why I was shocked. I'm like, wow, that's right. I want to say
from Russia.
Nah, he's like, I think he's Serbian or
he's like Serbia.
Nah, he definitely learned that when he got out here because he probably said some shit that got lost in translation, and somebody was like, "Hey, yo."
Exactly."
That's what I'm saying. But it had to be somebody from the East Coast. You're not saying
somebody from New York or somebody that played in New York.
Yeah, but honestly, with the internet though, like AO and no homo is a world term now.
Yeah. It is. It's a little more. It's more universal now.
It's more popular now. AO for sure is more popular.
Right. Well, AO definitely now because of the video. Right. Bing Bong and shit. So, and this was before that. So it had to be somebody close to him.
J.R. Smith was still out there. J.R. probably
No, he wasn't. I don't think he was in Denver when Joe.
Oh, talking about J.R. Smith. If y'all didn't see him on Brandon Marshall shit.
Oh yeah, that's a good episode.
Seen it? That's a good ass.
Yeah, that's a good episode.
Nigga said, y'all got me over here drinking Hennessy. I don't even drink Hennessy. He said, y'all got my mom watching all this shit, talking about I'm a gangster and all this. He said, I went to private school.
Right. Right down. Boys. Right. He like, I used to go to the hood and shit. And my cousin, I'm not even from the hood. Like,
yeah. He said, I'm from a good, both parents, good household.
Right. Yeah.
And y'all pay me to be this person. My mom watches this shit.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Crazy shit. Nah, that's a good episode though.
All right, ready for number 3?
Yeah, give it to her.
It's something that comes up when players get hit, and something is a term that's used not only in football but hockey and other sports. But the quote is, "Lay the wood, foul or not."
Yo, you stretching it. Like,
I'm gonna say.
No, that's why I said I try to find ones that's more obvious and try to find ones that was reach. Make it. I don't want to pick everything that's gonna be.
I could get you.
No, because honestly, I'm gonna say not foul. I guess because I don't really hear people saying lay the wood in sports.
Lay that wood.
Yeah, like it's old now. I be saying nigga like I laid him out. I smacked his ass. Like that shit is more.
I've seen like you've seen a couple of highlights.
I popped his ass. I smacked his ass.
I've seen it a couple of times. I've seen it, and I was like, I'll use that one as the one.
I laid his ass out. It's a lot more. That's a lot more. Ayo, I haven't heard lay wood in a while. Like so,
you could have did a whole bunch of just the shit that they be saying during the combine. Because they be wilding when they be talking about the kids at the combine.
There's plenty of stuff that could have been not going to use, but
Oh wow!
First time doing this.
Did you see his physique? Did you see the way he moves?
No, what's that shit Kai always be saying, Johnny? He said, man, he got so much. He said, how he run that fast with all that wagon back there? I was like, what?
Who said that?
Like I said,
they said shit during the combine.
There's a lot said, but I try to balance it out. I try to get reach. A couple of reaches. I don't want to pick everything. Everybody say all foul. I don't want all fouls.
Yo, did y'all see? I'm about to tell y'all something. I don't know if it's from this year, but the NFL combine, this guy, they asked him, what's one thing he could change about himself? And he was like, a bigger dick. Like, I don't know if this player from this year, I'm about to send it to y'all, but he's like, yeah, bigger dick. Hold on. Now again, this video
he said that shit with so much confidence.
This video is floating online. This combine season or whatever. I don't know if this from this season or a past season, but I've been seeing this video a lot. He asks what one thing he could change about himself after doing the combine. He said his joint. So that shit was mad funny when I saw that shit. But Kev, laying the wood, is that foul? Is that AO? Is that good?
That shit gets a pass. Like you said, I don't hear that shit that often.
He said.
But there's some shit like it's hard to type in Google like what I'm looking for because I can't find the shit. I don't know exactly what the commentator said, but they doing their best on Google to not let me pull up some shit. I'm like, yo, top AO commentator comments.
Well, I got more, but I just. I try to balance it out. I think these next two may be a little interesting. Well, this next one is a little funny.
Get it?
It's probably wild stuff.
So
number 4. All right, John, hit it.
This is the receiver beat his man on the route, and it just happened to be a play on names. But the announcer was like Tyrell Williams. He beats Cox. Foul or not?
Hey yo.
Nah, that's not.
I would have said, "Hey yo," if I was home listening to this shit. And my dumb ass, I hear a commentator say something sus. Don't nobody be down here with me. I'll be like,
"Yo, if I was
when the commentator say it, but
if I was that receiver after the game, I'd be like, why he say it like that though? Why he ain't say this man's full name?
Let me get in the booth. What's wrong with him?
Like, right? Why
he ain't saying? That's why
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That
Because he's sitting there like, watch this and shit. So I'm gonna say, hey, yo, because I feel like he purposely said it in that way because they probably sitting up there chuckling. Good one. Good one, Steve. The way you play the word.
Maybe like,
yeah, they can't take that. They can't bleep that because that's his name.
And another part is, I really think, because I know definitely I would, and some of y'all would too, if we was all commentating and we had to do the job professionally, like we can make a bet before the game starts, like, How many ayo shits can we get in there and not get trouble for?
Word.
Listen, I grew up listening to Mike Tyson say, "I'm gonna fuck you in your ass till you like it, white boy."
Well, he said another word we may not use on the pod.
Yeah, I try.
If we was commentating the game, you'll hear a lot of he ass, bro. Like he ass. That's you'll keep hearing he ass.
Listen, yo, I'll be just how Snoop was. I'll be talking wild shit. Like, man, get this boy dirt, man. Get the fuck out of here.
So, what you say, John? Roll cocked or roll his cock?
Tyrell Williams, he beats cops.
Cap, is that foul or no?
That's not foul. That's just his name.
Cap, is that foul or not?
I already said, hey, yo.
He tried to because it's foul because he intentionally did that shit. He said like that. Like I said, he was laughing at himself when he said it, like because he knew how he was saying it and shit. So that's definitely foul. Hey yo, bro.
Hey yo, bro.
The last one comes from one of the all-time great coaches, my man Phil Jackson. It was after the game against the Spurs. The Lakers lost, but they gave up 13 threes, and they asked him about the three. And Phil Jackson's response was, "This is a Brokeback Mountain game with all this penetration and kick out."
I mean, that's gay. That's as gay as it gets. He literally said,
"Right,
movie and penetration."
He compared it to men being penetrated.
Wait. Time out.
Why he didn't get fined for this?
One time, John.
He did get in trouble. This was years ago.
Nah, John. Read it one more time, son. He said what?
Right. It was the Lakers played the Spurs. Spurs hit 13 threes.
He said it was
I guess the Spurs won the game. So after the game, they asked Phil about Lakers giving up 13 threes, which is not a crazy number compared to how shit is nowadays, but it's just funny. 13 threes is like a holy shit, we gave up 13 threes. But in response, he said, "This is a Brokeback Mountain game with all this penetration and kick out, foul or not."
All together, gentlemen. Hey, yo,
for real. Hey, yo, like as a player, I'd be looking at him like, yo, coach.
I was saying, I was looking at him.
I'd be hysterical, bro. I had to walk off the court. Don't
like
ask
this
me
nigga. This nigga compared my game to Brokeback Mountain.
Was Dwight on his team?
Nah, Dwight was not on the team. This remember, Phil didn't get to coach Dwight. They brought
Kobe
Dan
was there. I know Kobe was sitting there like, man, stop.
Kobe was there. Powell was there. Bynum. It was that team, that Laker team.
Yeah. Damn, that was foul. That was feel wild for that one. Hey, that's big AO. But good shit, John. Now, what are we calling this segment so I can know for the graphics?
I call it foul or not, but put in parentheses AO.
You should call it foul balls.
What?
Hey, yo.
Foul balls. Well, that is Johnny's segment. Good shit, John. We're going to get into the last segment. That is our bold prediction. When you hear this, last week, John was the only one to hit on his bold prediction. Kev, you did not hit on your bold prediction. Sorry, my guy. So this week, we only got 4 of us. Bold prediction. Kev, kick us off when you hear this.
Jarvis Landry will sign to the Colts.
Wow. You putting the team, not just Jarvis Landry signing, but Jarvis Landry to the Colts. You heard it here first. Kev said Jarvis Landry to the Colts. John.
When is the NFL draft?
April 20.
Oh, it's still a long time. Okay.
It's the weekend, my birthday weekend. The
20th is probably gonna be 20.
Yeah.
The birthday is what, the 17th or 16th?
19.
Yeah.
John, when you hear this, bold prediction.
My bold prediction is I think there's going to be a change, and there's going to be a change in feelings. But I think instead of reporting of a shutdown, there will be a report that states Zion may return by some point this season.
Okay, so this week there will be a report stating that Zion returning to play ball.
At some point this season.
That shit's later than I thought. The NFL draft is the 28th of April.
When is opening day in baseball?
The 7th of April.
7th of April?
Yeah, so like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Mine's might be too early, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm gonna say Mayor Adams will lift the mandate on the New York teams, including baseball and letting Kyrie play.
Got it.
I think it's too early for that, but I hope so, man.
All right, and last but not least, I'm go college basketball, Sweet 16. This week, all the number ones go down. We got 3 of them. They all get upset this week. Gonzaga, Kansas, and
Arizona.
All the number ones are going down in the Sweet 16, and that is our episode 49 of season 2. Overall 99. We got 1 episode left. 100 is next week. Now, Kev, you will be hosting our second segment next week. So I'm letting you know right now. Everybody come dressed to impress next week. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share. Always.
I might as well get this second segment ready because Kev ain't gonna show up next week. He gonna have some excuse. Watch.
Eddie ain't gonna be here next week. So Eddie already said he won't be here. Drew,
for the last episode, that's trash, Eddie.
That's Eddie for you, and Drew, we don't know where Drew gonna be at. So Cap, make sure you be here. And thanks to Cap for always being here when you need him, man. 6-man Lou Will in the building. Johnny 5 is in the building. Kev is in the building. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share. And like always,
we out.
Love, they claim me the illest. You don't believe in yourself to forget it. You gotta put yourself up in position. Ice game on thin ice. And my ice game's been in the kitchen. How can you tell me to pick a religion? I'm 24 and I'm broke as a bitch. But I'm a millionaire rich in the spirit. Yeah. Hoping you get my plight. 24 hours in a day. Goofy ass niggas might die by night. Stand clear. Hands in the air, I know my rights. This for the people who say they scared. Nigga, you ain't thinking about